Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So here we are back in Watch Dogs Legion. We're in South London, not far from Battersea. It's kind of a clearish, overcast day, and I've jumped up onto this raised bank of grass and trees because it means that no one's going to walk in front of me while I'm making the video. It's just like making a real news report on the news, actually. Anyway, so today, just the final kind of word on Age Veilguard. And to be honest, if it wasn't a game that I actually cared about myself, I probably wouldn't have made this video, because there's so many woke games and things that go on with woke activists in gaming that it's too many things to cover, and some of them I just think, yeah, whatever. But because this is a game and a franchise that I was really into, it kind of still bothers me the way it's gone. So apparently, anyway, Corinne Busche, I'm not saying that right probably, but I don't really care, who was the Dragon Age director. So that person is responsible for making the Dragon Age mess. Not alone, of course. Everyone helped and Bioware helped, but that person, he, she or it, whatever, decided to make that game what it is. And I understand that person is trans, so that probably explains why some of the themes in Dragon Age Veilguard are so obviously woke and trans. Anyway, so apparently they've left Bioware, and that's all a bit odd in the first place. I've looked at this quite a bit on different things online, and it says they left, but then it doesn't really make any sense, because if you've been at somewhere, and apparently this person was at Bioware for 15 years, more than that I think, why would you leave suddenly? So I don't know whether they've left or whether they were asked to leave. We've often just in general in companies and work, you get offered the choice of leave or get fired, so I think it may be that. Another thing I saw is maybe the studio of Bioware in Edmonton is closing, and maybe that's why they left, but I think it's somewhere between the two. I don't think they left of their own free will because they thought, I've had enough of Bioware, because why would they? They've just made a game that suited their woke activist ideals. Why would they leave? Bioware would obviously continue to make that kind of game, I guess. And one of the things that person said was they're leaving to make the kind of RPGs that they enjoy, which again doesn't make sense, because they just made Dragon Age Veilguard, which cost loads of money and was a complete load of rubbish. But it's the kind of game that person obviously enjoys and woke activists would enjoy, so why would you leave when you've just made the kind of game you wanted to? So that doesn't make any sense. So it's all a bit weird. One thing I've noticed is that woke activists in gaming have no integrity at all. They lie and say whatever they want, and it's never their fault. Kim Belair and Sweet Baby are the prime example, but they all are the same. They have no integrity, or they never take responsibility, and it's always somebody else's fault. It's usually gamers' fault, because we don't understand and we're stupid or racist or sexist or whatever. And another thing that I saw as a quote from this person, which kind of really annoyed me, was that they are honoured to have played a part in the continuation of the Dragon Age franchise. And I mean, they've not played a continuation, they've killed it, because I don't think there'll ever be another Dragon Age game now, certainly not from Bioware. If Bioware collapses one day, which who knows, maybe it will, and someone took over the franchise, the IP maybe there would be, but I don't think it's anytime soon. So they've killed the franchise. So I think it's that thing where this person obviously knows how that game's been received. They know full well there's not going to be another one, and they would stay at Bioware if there was the option to make another one, but there's obviously not going to be another one, and then they're still coming out with this rubbish about honoured to be it's nauseating. So it's sad. As I said in a video a long time back when I was playing Dragon Age Veilguard myself, Dragon Age Inquisition myself, sorry, get confused, and I've been playing it quite a bit to try and get back into it. And then when the Veilguard came out, after seeing all the different reviews and seeing the footage and how woke and awful it was, and realising there was never going to be another one, and I wouldn't want to play the Veilguard under any circumstances, it kind of crushed my interest in playing the Inquisition, which is sad. I mean, yeah, partly I should have finished playing that game years ago, but I didn't. As I've said in previous videos, I didn't have the right system to play all the DLCs on, because I had a PlayStation 3 back in the day when I first played Inquisition, so that's part of the reason. But I've had PlayStation 4 for a long time. I could have done, but I didn't, and I left it too long because now it seems kind of pointless to finish that. I'm not one for finishing games for the sake of it. So to finish a game where there's never going to be more games and the one game in the future is rubbish, it just kind of crushed my enjoyment. I actually wish I hadn't even seen the Veilguard trailers or the gameplay or heard about it, and then I would have probably just played it innocently and been quite happy. But anyway, that's one of the reasons I wanted to mention the Veilguard. So, like I said, it's just sad, it's annoying, it's sad, as is lots of these woke games, but this one's more sad because it's a franchise that a lot of people loved, and I loved. If they start a new franchise and it goes badly, like Avowed or whatever it might be, Suicide Squad, etc, 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 Concord, then who cares, because it's a rubbish franchise that's never going to go anywhere and no one's invested in it. But when it's a franchise that you've already had games of for, you know, at least a decade and more back, and it's ruined by this wokeism and a rubbish game, it's very, very sad. It's just sad for everyone that enjoyed and loved the franchise. Anyway, that's enough for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Until next time, take care for now.